UFOs and aliens. When I was 16, I was upstairs in my room. I was staying up really late until the early morning hours making music on my laptop. I was really into composing music at that time, but I was also in 10th grade, so I was definitely supposed to be sleeping. I was on my laptop in the complete dark so that my mom wouldn't see my light on from downstairs, thus enabling me to keep working without getting caught. I remember being in a really good mood, which is a weird detail, but I just remember being in the zone when all of a sudden my bedroom light behind me, next to my door, turns on. It was one of those really tall, skinny lamps that turns on with a tiny little knob. Anyway, I turn around and I see a long, stick thin, green, scaly arm reach into my room, and his hand is on the lamp. I'm embarrassed to admit that I was so freaked out, I actually turned around in my desk and sunk my head into my arms for about a good minute before I lifted my head again. At first, I was wondering if I missaw something, but I couldn't ignore the fact that I was in complete darkness, all of a sudden being engulfed in light. I thought maybe my mother was playing a trick on me, but my mom is actually quite a heavy person, and my bedroom was upstairs, and our house was built in 1945, so I definitely would have heard the floors and the stairs creaking loudly. Even if she had come upstairs without me hearing, because I did have my headphones on, as soon as the light went on, I took my headphones off. And I didn't hear anyone going down the stairs. And as heavy as my mom was, I definitely would have heard her sneaking off. The other thing that validated my experience was the fact that when the lamp turned on, it was done with such force that the tall, skinny lamp was actually swaying back and forth for a good 15 seconds. I even saw it on the wall as the light and the shadow did this kind of back and forth dance. I was so scared that I even risked getting in trouble and called my mom from upstairs. I asked her, "Did you come upstairs?" Her voice was broken and disgruntled from being woken up. She asked if I was okay, and I said yes and hung up. I never experienced anything like that again in that room, except for just one time years later. After I came back home from college, I had a dream that the aliens were texting me saying, "We're here." To which I woke up at 3 in the morning with an extreme fear and anxiety, and I wound up listening to Christian music until the sun rose. I'd like to point out that the creature I saw in my room looked exactly like the green alien from the movie Signs. So much so that I'm convinced that whoever designed the aliens must have seen these creatures in real life. Just recently, last year, me and my best friend went to Las Vegas. Being from Texas and never having gone to Nevada, I forgot that the whole desert area is sort of notoriously known for many mysterious events, like the events in Roswell, Area 51, along with many UFO sightings. Ironically, I never grew up believing in aliens or UFOs. Even after my experience as a teenager, it was just so unexplainable that after a few years I kind of disregarded it. Anyway, years later, I'm outside a gay bar in Vegas having a smoke break while my friend is inside having a drink. I look up at the sky and I see this orange boomerang-shaped thing in the sky. I knew it wasn't a man-made aircraft because it was just so sleek and completely quiet. I mean, it literally just floated without a single sound. It floated all the way to right above me, and when I looked straight up, it disappeared. What's weird is that I've always believed in ghosts, but I've never seen any. I've never believed in aliens, and I've seen them clearly a few times. The next manifestation conjured was a UFO. I wanted to see a UFO because at that time I had never seen one. It took me to this park, which I was really confused. So I got out of the car and started walking the trail. It's a huge circular trail, which has a giant field in the middle. I didn't see anything, but I did wonder if there was something over the field, perhaps invisible, because no one was in the field. So I considered it a mission failed. But the next week, me and my friend went to Vegas, and there, for the first time, I saw a UFO.